Welcome to Hindsight Hacking. I'm Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool, and we've talked to hundreds of entrepreneurs hacking their hindsight to give you better foresight.
And now we're bringing you those same great interviews along with other mindset hacks, visibility hacks, and traffic hacks, and more to get you all the tools you need to gain more visibility and gain more traffic.
And of course, gain more sales. So head over to gethhm.com/toolbox to get all the free resources to help you get more.
And so, without further ado, let's get to it.
All right. What is going on, everyone? How are you today? And we are coming at you live in several different places. And then this will be on iTunes here, I think, in the new year. I think this is episode 1 in January, episode 2. I don't know.
It might be in the first of the year, but yeah, we are live everywhere, man. We're live. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Clubhouse. We're everywhere.
Everywhere. All right. So riches are in the niches, right? Like we actually took a while. We took a long while to figure out exactly who we wanted to serve way back when. Mm-hmm. And it ultimately led us down a path of trying to niche down just a little bit. And how'd that work out so far?
You know what? The clarity it brought for us was phenomenal. And the people were able to impact and help, I feel, is exactly where we need to be.
Yeah. So let's talk about 2020 real quick. It was really March when we first decided that we can't help every single person.
I know that was hard.
It was hard, but it was in March. And then after March, we started having sales.
I know. Yeah. Once we said, these are the people that we know we can help, we know we can impact, that this is the band we want to stay in. It not only became clearer and easier for us, but the right people came to us that we were able to help, and they were referring the right people to us.
Absolutely. And so I guess I wanted to have this conversation today, Ron, because just like yesterday, we talked about mindset and resetting. And again, we are getting to another turn around the sun and starting to plan and prioritize and figure things out to a point of, really scaling in 2021. So I want to ask you, have we niched down enough?
That's an interesting question, because I would say yes, but the answer is no.
The answer is no. I think we have a clear vision, right? Like our agency does a ton of different things on the marketing level. But in one of let's just say, for example, one of the things is Facebook ads, but you and I don't do Facebook ads. Correct. So I think from an agency perspective that does Facebook ads, we are niched down in that sense because we aren't the ones that doing it. We have a person that is specialized in Facebook ads.
Yeah, and that's their niche, and they're able to do it very well, and it takes them 10 minutes compared to 10 hours for me.
Right. It like that's not something, if you or I had to do it, we wouldn't offer that service.
No.
So if somebody asks us about being niched down, I mean, how do we respond to a question like that in regards to just our agency when we say, oh, we do funnels and graphics and podcasting and Facebook ads and social media and like, how do we answer that question?
It's truly easy, because we are helping online entrepreneurs increase their visibility, sales, and traffic. So everything we do falls in those categories, right? For us. Now, if we were to help somebody else, obviously we're going to ask a little bit more questions. Okay, if you want to help someone in the healthcare space, what kind of healthcare space? Do you want to talk about dentists? Do you want to talk about doctors? Okay, you want to talk about doctors? You want to talk about specialized doctors, family doctors? A family doctor? Okay, do you want to talk about adult doctors or kid doctors? Because what happens is, let's say you are a kid doctor and you're looking for someone to help, and they find Corey Carter, who specializes in kid doctor helping in marketing, and you have all of these different testimonials from other kid doctors, how you've helped them. Guess what they're going to do? they're going to instantly go, that's where I want to be. That's the guy who can help me. I'm going to hop on his bandwagon because I know he can help me do what I can't do. But if you don't niche down and you aren't that kid doctor focus, even though you might want to, but you start looking at other people's stuff and you're like, I can help this person, this person, this person. And then that kid doctor looks at you and then they find someone else that only specializes in kid doctors. Who are they going to pick?
Definitely the specialist.
Right.
The specialist. And so I feel like from an agency perspective, like you and I are trying to truly get clear on what are these top 3 things we're doing, right? Like 2021, I don't even want to sell somebody into social media. I want to have our person that does social media sell them into our agency that way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like I don't want to sell Facebook ads. I want them to talk directly to the person that is in charge of that
right.
space, right? And so, you know, it's been kind of a fun. It's been kind of fun to go through this exercise, and we started this in November because we decided that we were going all in on selling 2 things. One was our high ticket VTS program, which is visibility, traffic, sales. And 2 was all about podcasting. And we did over 20K in podcast editing for our agency in November.
Crazy. You know, it's one of those things that once you have a clear understanding of what you want to do and you over deliver, if you can over deliver and not just promise things to people, but actually deliver on what you promise, and then maybe throw in a couple surprises, because that's what we do, people don't leave. Right?
Yeah. All right. So definitely the question of the day is then, where does 2021, where do you see Hindsight Hacking Media going in 2021?
Out of quarantine.
Only if they give us the quarantine shot.
Yes, I couldn't resist. It was right there. Might be too soon. But, gosh, I know what my goals are and what we want to go to. I don't know if I want to say it yet, but.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need necessarily monetary goals, but I'm just talking the vision of, like, I see the vision of what are my activities being, right? Like I'm starting to see that vision. So where do you see like us as an agency or working together on some of those things?
I will tell you, if you want to grow and have your agency grow, you have to surround yourself with amazing people that can do things you can't do, right? Or that can do things better and faster than you because that's your specialty, right? So for us, how do we bring in the right people to do the right things so we're able to do the right things? And you know how I am about staying in your lanes, and everyone has a lane and everyone has a purpose. And if everyone has a lane and a purpose and everyone's focused on a big prize, you usually get the big prize.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are in talks of somebody like you do for podcast clients. I don't know. What do you think? 100, 200 graphics a week just for that?
Oh, easy.
But a lot of this stuff is once you create it the first time, it kind of becomes a template, right? And so you actually don't have to. Do all of them over and over and over if you had the right VA or assistant or someone doing that, right? Like you have a strength of creating the entire brand, right? So from a person's idea in their head for a podcast art and creating the brand for that, like that's probably the more fun thing for you, the more creative aspect for you. Correct. But doing the dozen story shareables for a podcast client after you've done it 100 times. Right. It's probably the less creative side. So back to what you're saying, getting the right person to do certain things that aren't necessarily like we need it. The agency needs it, but it's not necessarily the same exact thing that will take us to the next level.
Right. That's exactly right. It's one of those things that understand where you want to go and then build the pieces as you go so you can get there faster.
Yep. All right. So that is all I wanted to kind of chat about today. The riches are in the niches. So figure out who's that small audience that you serve and then serve the heck out of them. Go be the specialist in whatever you're being. And for us, November, we had a big focus of podcasting, but guess what? We've got some more podcasting stuff coming at you. So all you got to do is go to gethhm.com/holiday-editing to check out some amazing, cool editing packages. Because if you have a podcast, let us help you execute, manage, publish, and get it out there to the world. So you just have to focus on your show, recording it and forgetting it.
That's right, guys. Frictionless. That's what we want to do. It's going to be 2021 is going to be frictionless. That is the name of the game. And guys, thanks for being the best part of the Hindsight Hackers community. And if you're in Clubhouse, come join us for the after party.
Bye, guys.